Hey you guys, it is Charlie aka Miss Charlize, and it is 3:14 in the afternoon, and I just wanted to do a few videos before I went to work. And the reason why I'm coming on to do a few videos is because I want to tell you guys about my fall winter Charlie journey to Fab. Okay, and what this includes is doing a lot of changes for myself. When it comes to doing my budgeting, when it comes to fulfilling goals, when it comes to taking care of myself, when it comes to taking care of my car, when it comes to taking care of my apartment, just things like that. So, is that on my lip? So first of all, I did want to come on and tell you guys that, first of all, about this new list that I came up with, and this is what I call my goals list. And basically on this goals list, I put down everything that I know needs to be done in the future, and also goals that I want to accomplish. Things such as what I want, things that need to get done, things that need to be paid for, stuff like that. So, and this is just me giving you guys ideas on what I do to ensure that I stay afloat. I'm going to start off by saying that my budget that I came up with almost a year ago has helped me out a whole lot. As you guys know, last year I bought my van, and I have been able to keep up with every payment that I have, and keep up with the insurance because of my budget plan. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do this. Now, what I did is I came up with a list, and it is a huge list, and I still have a lot more to write on this list, about things that I want and things that need to be accomplished pretty much before the end of the year. And what I've done is the important things I pretty much put on the top, such as tune-up for my car, oil change, new tires, I put new work shirts, new winter coats, because you guys know, or if you didn't know, I'm very obsessed with having winter coats, and very nice fancy ones. So trust me, I will be shopping for a lot of nice fancy coats and jackets for winter this year. New makeup for Miss Charlize, because Miss Charlize is probably going to be coming out this month, and so of course I'm going to be shopping cheap for you guys and showing you tips that I've learned from other people to get nice makeup that's pigmented and cheap at the same time. A brand new wig, because a wig is needed for her. A new cell phone. I told you guys a few weeks ago that I wanted to get a new cell phone. A new iPod, and that's also a want. New clothes for myself, and a new budget book and plan. And of course I have a whole lot more to be writing down on this list. So there's goals that need to be accomplished in the next few weeks or the next month or so. There's goals that can be accomplished months from now. But in general, these are all the things that I want to get done within a reasonable amount of time. So if you know you got to accomplish something or get something done, it is always good to make a list so that whenever you get this done, you can cross it out. You always put your most important things up at the top, things that have to be taken care of. In order to maintain my car, I have to get a tune-up for it. I have to get the oil changed. I have to get new tires, especially since winter is going to be coming up very quickly. I want all that stuff to be taken care of. Things like a new wig and makeup for Miss Charlize isn't that important, but it's certainly something I want to do right now. So it's always good to make a list of things that you want or need, and that's just a way of helping to make sure that you get that accomplished. Now, you guys have seen this many times before, but I want to show you again. This is my budget book that I came up with almost about a year ago. Okay, which had all, I categorized all of this stuff. My cars, my insurance, all that stuff. I'm actually going to go through this book. I'm probably going to get a whole new book too. And I'm going to take out all the old stuff and I'm going to just start all over again. And it's going to be things that I most likely use right now. And I'm just going to, you know, kind of be a little harder on myself when it comes to budgeting, because I have done well since I came up with this from last year. I have done well. Ever since I got my second job, I had immediately started a new budget, and it has been working out great for me. But I feel like at the same time that I haven't been following my budget the way that I should be. I think if I have followed my budget the way I should have been, I should have a lot more money saved up. I would have had a lot more things that I've wanted, and yeah. Because I have to admit, I have been spending money on things that are just completely pointless, wasteful, whatever. And I think that if I would have saved that money or applied it to something else, I would be a little bit more better off. Of course, I always make sure that all my bills are paid for first, especially rent, especially the car, the insurance, all that stuff. I always make sure is paid for first. I always make sure there's gas in the car so that I can go to my jobs. I always make sure that I am clean, that I have soap, that I smell good, have toothpaste, all that stuff. So you want to always make sure that all your needs are met first and taken care of before you go on to anything else. Once you have that extra money to go on to something else, then you can always buy the things that you want, such as a new cell phone or a new iPod or new clothes or something like that. But you also want to make sure that you always have money set aside for savings, aka a rainy day or whatever. As you guys know, last week I had got pink eye, which forced me to go to the doctor, and that bill costed me $167 just to get the drops, to be seen, to get the medication for my throat, all that stuff. Costed me $167. If I wouldn't have had the extra income, or wouldn't have got paid at that time, I wouldn't have had money to go and get that done. I wouldn't have had money to go get my pink eye taken care of. Also, this past Sunday, as you guys know, I had a flat tire. Costed me $88 to get that flat tire fixed. If I wouldn't have had that money in the account to get my tire fixed, I would have been stranded. I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. I would have had to have waited until next payday to get that tire fixed. So basically, my point of that is that you always want to make sure that you have extra money set aside for emergencies or rainy days. Honestly, I incorporated savings into my budget, but I didn't really incorporate in case there's an emergency, because like I said, if I didn't have money to cover those two things, I wouldn't have known what to do. So it's always important to make sure you have an emergency fund or some type of savings fund set aside. Look at it as paying another bill, because then when you really truly do need it, you really do need it. And I had learned that this week. I was very grateful to have had money to cover that stuff this week. So yeah. So yeah, there's just a number of things that I want to work on with myself, and I definitely want to show you guys everything that I want to work on. I want to start taking vitamins. I want to start eating a little bit better, exercising, all that stuff. I really do. I think it's time for me to do things like that, because I'm the only person to take care of myself. And if I don't take care of myself, who else is going to do it for me? So I'm going to be actually doing several videos within the next few days or so, about my new budget, about my goals list. Also, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my decorating series. Don't forget that. I'm still doing my decorating series. As you guys know, I had bought a new comforter and new towels and stuff for the bathroom. But don't think that series is over. That series is just beginning as well. There's just so many things I want to change. I want to change my apartment. I want to make sure my car's good. I want to get new clothes for myself. I want to look and I want to feel better. And I really feel that it's time for me to do this stuff, because I really do feel that I need a change. What else was I going to tell you guys? Also, the same thing, like for my YouTube channel, I want to do things a little different. It's a lot more entertaining to you guys, especially when it involves me and my friends. I really want to be more involved in my YouTube channel. So, what else? At this point, all I can say is there's just a lot of stuff that's going to be changing and happening, and I want you guys to come with me on this journey. So I've already reached 10 minutes and 30 seconds. It's 3:24. I'll probably do another video within the next few minutes since I gotta go to work or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, you guys stay tuned, and I will definitely talk to you guys soon. All right. Holla back.